as we progress through the day and things get more exciting, let's just be grounded and take some breaths. Canyon County Pride was inspired by some time I spent in Nampa at a youth nonprofit called Clutch. And it was all these queer kids coming from a rural area, very conservative area. They were living in a place where they really weren't supported in any capacity at home and school. It never crossed my mind as anything that was a pressing need until I moved here and saw the bigotry. I just quickly realized there wasn't a Pride Festival. Okay, it's 3 weeks out. I called the city of Nampa and I said, what's your largest park? And do you have a weekend day available in June? I just went ahead, submitted the application and got an approval. And that's when things started to move really fast. Quickly became the talk of the town that gays were gonna do something at a park.
Nampa Mayor Debbie Kling felt the need she needed to put out a Pride Festival clarification.
We love one another, we support one another, but we're also a community that is based on a foundation of faith in God and traditional family values. I believe that marriage is between a man and a woman.
We weren't expecting an endorsement from the mayor. We also didn't expect it to be a statement that felt like it further targets our existence here in the community.
You could have said nothing. You could have just said the Constitution. You don't think that adds fuel to the fire?
It was not intended to. Let's put it that way. I never intended it to.
After consulting their staff attorney, the attorney decided that it was probably best that we had our First Amendment rights because that's a no-brainer. So that kind of spun into this whole controversy. You had folks who thought that they could intimidate us to not do this. The extremists on both ends are all no bite. Let's be real. They're think they're gonna threaten us to not exist in spaces. It's like, baby girl, we've been dealing with this for generations, and as long as people have been around, queer people have been around and dealing with these things.
When he was throwing Pride, the first year we did it, and it did get national attention, his family was really scared. And we would go, and my mom was scared too, and they would say things like, don't go. And they bought into the fear so much that I was like, no, y'all, this is happening. Yeah. As a family, get on board and support, but that is not helpful. The fears kind of came up because the world right now is really scary. You hear about violence and gun shootings all the time, and this is a very gun-happy state, and you just never know what could happen. And I don't know, you just don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I had some attorneys who were like, you should probably get a gun to just protect yourself. I had conversations with Department of Justice and FBI who were monitoring social media threats.
If anybody wanted to, they could find stuff out about us, and
they did.
And they did, yeah.
I mean, I got a phone call and they were like, we know where you're from. You're not from here. Go back where you came from. I'm like, first of all, Queen, we're all in stolen land. So honey, you're an immigrant, okay? Do you know who Christopher Columbus is?
Happy Pride, everybody, welcome!
It's pretty straightforward. We have turkey legs from a local vendor. We have a country music artist. Beyond the simple fact that it is our right to exist in community, we can talk about all the benefits this has for Canyon County. Thousands of people coming into their downtown area. I think that's why it was important to happen in Canyon County. It needs to happen in places where there is the least amount of awareness. Wait, you go to the grocery store too, you put pants on one leg at a time, but we're fighting about what? Come get a turkey leg at Canyon County Pride.
One more time, Canyon County! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about!
I'm like a gay Energizer bunny. All of our fencing is going up, all the way up to the top of this hill, all the way around. So we'll have a fully enclosed container for queer joy. And so far only one bomb threat. I don't think it's credible though. That was just a comment this morning on Facebook that he said this would be a good place for bombs. But our analysts at Nampa PD are reviewing. That's between you and me. First year was 700 feet. This past year we did 2,100 feet. Watching that perimeter go up and the cloth go up was like seeing this queer camp, this queer like military camp. Start by building out our 10 by 20 Canyon County Pride like volunteer hub. We get everyone hooked up with walkie-talkies, we have parking, we have vendors, we have safety, we have cleanup. We have all these different channels of volunteers. So I've got a walkie-talkie with all my volunteer team. Yes, Queen. And then I have a walkie-talkie direct to my private security team, Nampa PD. I mean, stood on top of the hill. And you look out and you see 110 by 10 tents go up and queer people and allied folks all pouring into a shared space. This is our halftime show. Like the show's gonna start, the cameras are rolling, people are there. And we've prepared, we've choreographed, we've stretched. Now like lights, camera, action. In House Bill 230, which is passed committee, would make it illegal to host a drag show. Public.
You can be prosecuted depending on
And so, if the bill passes, then we could, it could be Wheeler versus the state of Idaho.
Oh my god. The way that you're smiling for that.
I know.
When he's inspired like that and fired up, sometimes he's a little like ready to go.
Yeah, sometimes I do go to like the extreme.
I think I'm pretty helpful at being like, is this the battle you want to pick? Or should we go take the high road battle? And
Which sometimes just fires me up more.
it does fire him up more.
Like if you tell me not to do something, I'm like 2.3% more likely to do it.
2.3, that's it. I got 203%.
Here we are.
Here we are, yeah.
Idaho State Legislature is obsessed with queer people. They're our biggest super fans. I mean, there were 25 bills presented in the State House in this last legislative session that targeted LGBTQ people.
House Bill 230 aims to prohibit certain performances considered sexual in public places where minors may be present.
This is a very specific bill. Even the sponsors admit it is directly aimed at what they say was seen at last year's inaugural Canyon County Pride Festival in Nampa. Apparently, there was a transgender woman walking around that festival without a shirt.
It was one person out of 4,000, and they were within Nampa City Code at that time and Idaho state law. As long as the areola was covered, we're in good shape. Are we doing stripteases at this event? We are not. Again, I think there's such a misconception by folks who've never attended such a joyful family event called Pride that think we're doing all of these inherently sexual things that we're not. If you've ever taken your family to Disneyland and seen various characters running around Disneyland, you've seen drag. And last year, for example, we had Dora and SpongeBob perform a very family-friendly performance. I mean, the law really doesn't positively affect people in any real capacity. It doesn't make healthcare any more affordable. It doesn't make your groceries any more affordable. It doesn't make your commute to work any more feasible. It doesn't make childcare any more feasible. It's just the one individual who attended a Pride festival now has to wear a t-shirt. And that's what that's what Idahoans spend their tax dollars on.
I've also heard an argument about this bill saying, well, it could penalize people who put certain things on their trailer hitches.
They call them truck nuts. They're gross, they're offensive, and kids on the road see them.
So it was passed because we live in an extremist, hyper-Republican majority, and it really had no effect on what we did this year. We asked everyone to wear a t-shirt.
Happy, happy Pride! Welcome!
I've been running down the road trying to loosen my load like the world's a trouble on my mind. Looking for a lover, won't blow my cover. She's so hard to find. And take it easy. Take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy.
It's gonna get rowdy over there. I already hear it. So grateful to the protesters who spend their Sundays at Pride festivals spewing hate in the Word of God. It's so simple, like, love thy neighbor, and we're all made in the image of God. Are you saying God got this wrong?
Perversion! Tell us in the Bible where Jesus preached sodomite perversion! I'll see you there, and we're gonna have so much fun. I'm gonna shove pineapples up your all day long in hell, dude. Yep. We are going to have fun! We are going to have fun! You're gonna burn.
I loved cops. They were amazing. They were huge supporters. Nampa PD is not messing around. Nampa PD is the only station in the state that has the technology with drone. And so they fly a drone and view the entire festival and help circumvent issues before they occur. I want to make sure that folks come to a space where they feel supported and that there is also that line of safety. We have full control of the interior, and Nampa PD has full control of the exterior, and if we need assistance, that we would have them at a call. The reality is, like, police will protect the community, period.
Again, are y'all ready for a drag show? That's what we came here for.
It was a huge success. I mean, I feel like it could not have gone better. I think people will feel super safe and continue to invite folks to this inclusive, welcoming space, and sponsors and folks who believe that supporting all people is good for business are going to continue to want to support that effort.
It's incredible what you did. It is truly incredible. It will change the community out there and in Boise forever. Like you started something that will really make a difference. It just makes me really happy. You're my partner.
Thanks, babe. That's what it means to be in community. Like, that's what we're here to do. There's just no way to explain how fulfilling and how magical that is. It's something you can feel when you're there at any Pride festival, but particularly in a Pride festival that takes place in a highly conservative place. That experience of bringing the community together in a safe space to be your authentic self is something that has changed my life.
They call them truck nuts. They're gross, they're offensive, and kids on the road see them.